Hey y'all, so here I am again getting ready to do another video. This video is actually a tag that I think I've been tagged in a few times. Celestria tagged me in it, and I think someone else tagged me, and Tabitha, and I cannot remember your channel name, Tabitha. I will put it up here on the screen. I believe she tagged me in it as well. So, and actually before Tabitha tagged me, Celestria tagged me first, and I actually recorded this, and then so much happened with me moving and everything, and I ended up just deleting the footage, and I thought I would refilm it later. So then Tabitha also tagged me, and I definitely wanted to do it. It's just taking me a while to get to it, but yeah. So this is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 book tag, and why didn't I say that to start with, y'all? I'm like, anyway, this is the tag that I'm going to do today. This is a really fun tag. It's short, sweet, simple, and some of my answers have changed since the last time that I actually did this. I wrote some of the stuff down, and actually a lot of the stuff has changed because I've moved and some of the answers have changed. So anyway, 5 latest 5-star reads is the first question. So 5 latest 5-star reads. Let me look at my Goodreads and see. I've had a lot of good reads this month, a lot this year, like a really large amount. I know 2 of my 5-star reads that I've had lately are, so I've read this month actually. I haven't even talked about these yet. I'm not really going to talk about them much on here because I'm going to be doing a wrap-up video in a few days. So, but 2 books by Pepper Basham, Laurel's Dream and The Heart of the Mountains, I gave 5 stars. So these books, oh my, y'all, I enjoyed them so much. Actually, I've already talked about Laurel's Dream in my last month's wrap up. And then I immediately, like I think I finished that at the end of the month, and then within a few days I went ahead and read The Heart of the Mountains, which is the sequel to that. So yeah, these 2 books, y'all, so good. They are set in the Blue Ridge Mountains in my home state, North Carolina, and I love Pepper's writing style. She tells a story in such a way that's like, is sweet and gentle, but she also has a lot of spice and romance. She just writes her stories in such a sweet way that they're very readable. Like, she writes in a way that it flows really well, and it's very readable, but then she brings in twists and turns and unique things that just make the story intriguing. And I really enjoy these. Like I said, they were set in my home state, so it was really interesting reading about like the Appalachia. This word is hard for me, y'all. Appalachian. How do you say it? About the culture of, I'm just gonna say, mountain people. Appalachian. Is that right? Appalachian. I don't know. But anyway, I enjoyed reading about their culture. I felt like I knew a lot about that culture. I've been to like some of the places I know that Pepper based this book on, or like used as, not based it on, but used as inspiration, like Cataloochee or Chattahoochee. It's Cataloochee. Sorry, y'all. Oh Lord, Cataloochee Valley. Oh my. It's near Maggie Valley in the North Carolina mountains, and I've been there, and just I've read a lot about in the past about like the North Carolina, our mountains and our mountain people, but she brought them to life in a way that I felt like she really did the people, the mountain people, and that culture justice. Like, she didn't write them off as hick, and see those factors as far as like the superstitions and the things that were kind of backwards, but she also brings a lot like their just their intelligence and the strength that they had and the creative nature that they had, and it was just good. Both of them were so good, and I would highly recommend you read them. They're probably going to be on my list, top books of the year. I enjoyed both of them so much. I think I enjoyed Heart of the Mountains a little bit better than Laurel's Dream, but they were both so good. Yeah, and so I'm going to talk more about Heart of the Mountain in my next wrap up for this month, but I really enjoyed them, and I'm looking forward to reading more by Pepper. So those two, and I would say recent 5-star reads. Let me see what else. A Season to Love by Nicole Deese. This was a really good contemporary romance. I read that one last month, and so I discussed it in my wrap up for last month. It was really good, sweet, contemporary romance. It was my first by Nicole Deese, and I enjoyed it so much. I love her writing style. She's definitely going to be one of my go-to contemporary authors, and I look forward to reading some more of her stuff. I just really enjoyed the depth that she had and added, like she brought to her characters, and the growth journey that they went on. Like, you saw them grow, and just the character development. I really enjoyed it. So that's 3. 2 more. Another one was The Hound of the Baskervilles by Sherlock Holmes. I have talked about that several times on my channel so far. I also talked about that in my wrap up last month. I enjoyed it so much. The Hound of the Baskervilles. Did I say The Hound of the Baskervilles by Sherlock Holmes? Yeah. I don't know why I always like have difficulty remembering they're written by Arthur Conan Doyle, not Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is the main character. Yeah. The Hound of the Baskervilles by Arthur Conan Doyle. I enjoyed it so much. I gave it 5 stars. It was just so good. I just, like, if you want to read a book that is perfect for the fall, that one is perfect for the fall. Stacy from Christian Reads and Classics, she recommended it for the fall, like a perfect fall book, and I totally agree with her. It was so good. It was perfect vibes for the fall. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 more that I actually had. These 2 I had mentioned on my, I'm just going to mention both of them briefly. That'll be 6, but I had mentioned it. I was going to mention it in the other video that I had filmed to do for this, and I deleted. So anyway, I'm going to mention them again. 2 books by Carolyn Miller, Dusk's Darkest Shores and Midnight's Budding Morrow. Both of these books were so good. They were just so good. Regency romances, and one of them is A Marriage of Convenience. The other one involves a young lady who helps her father. He's a doctor, and she's helping a soldier who has come back from the war blinded. They were just both so well written, so much spiritual depth to them. Like, Carolyn Miller is the author of both of those, and her spiritual content is superb. Like, I don't think anyone could write especially in the historical fiction Regency time period and historical fiction in general. I don't think I've ever read any authors who can match her level, or have matched her level. I'm not gonna say can, but who have matched her level of just faith content. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but like, she really writes, if you like books that are full of faith content, then she writes it really well, and I just enjoy it so much. So yeah. Anyway, y'all, that was really, this is supposed to be short, and that was really long for just the first question. Sorry, I'm gonna have to work through the rest of these pretty quick. Autobi authors, number 4. So, or the next question is 4 autobi authors. Elizabeth Camden. I love Elizabeth Camden. Y'all have heard me talk about her over and over on here. Absolutely. Her books, I don't even have to see what they're about. I just buy them. She writes historical fiction, mostly set in the early 1900s, around the turn of the century, and she includes really unique historical details, like little known facts of history and just events in history. She writes so well. I love her books. I love them. Like, they're so good. If you haven't read an Elizabeth Camden book, then do yourself a favor and go read one, because especially if you love history, like, she writes it in a way that's so fascinating and just, I don't know, just the everyday things that are not like, I don't know, just interesting. Joanna Davis Napolitano is another one y'all have heard me talk about on here. Her books are also autobi for me. And she has just a lovely way of writing. She also writes historical fiction. I think her time period, it varies. Usually I want to think maybe like 1800s, mid 1800s maybe. She I don't know, most of her books have a little bit of a mystery element to them, and she just has a beautiful way of writing, very lyrical, flowery, but not in a way that turns you off. I just really, really, really enjoy her writing style. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just very beautiful. Melissa Ferguson is another one. She is a rom-com. She's pretty new to the Christian fiction world. She has 3 novels and several short stories, novellas. She has another one coming out next year, and I know she writes for a Christian publishing house, I think Thomas Nelson, but in her first book, I don't remember. I think her first book may have had some Christian content in it, not a lot, The Dating Charade, but her second 2 didn't really have any like faith elements in them. The third one did not at all, and I don't think the second one did either. But they're very clean, like extremely clean, just fun reads that she just makes me laugh, like laugh. I read her books, like her first 2 books, I read them so fast, and then I had to wait for the third one to come out, Meet Me in the Margins. I had to wait for it to come out, and her books, I have already pre-ordered her next one. She's so funny, and if you're looking for something like lighthearted and that you want something to just make you laugh and cheer you up, definitely check out Melissa Ferguson. And then the 4th autobi author that I want to give a shout out to is Sarah Monzon. She is a indie published author who is about to be traditionally published. Congratulations, Sarah. She writes really well. I discovered her through like some of my booktube friends and also a Facebook group that I'm part of. And she writes contemporary romance and kind of rom-com style. She tackles a lot of different issues, and I really, really enjoy her books. They're so fun if you're looking for another fun rom-com author who also does include great faith elements. Check out Sarah. You can find a lot of her books on Amazon is where I've purchased mine. So yeah, she actually has a Christmas novella coming out soon, which I am really excited to read. I actually need to go order it. Yeah, so those are my 4 autobi authors, or the 4 that I'm going to mention here. So the next question, 3 genres I'm loving. Right now, I would say I've read a lot of Regency this year, and I've really gotten into Regency. It was not something that I had read a ton of until probably like the end of last year. I mean, I had read, but all of a sudden, like towards the end of last year and then this year, I really have gotten into it quite a bit. I'm really enjoying it. I found some great Regency authors, and so I have been reading a lot of Regency. I've read a lot of it this year. Also, contemporary is something that I'm enjoying right now. Just reading some fun contemporary reads, and especially this time of year, I think it's fun to read some fun Christmas contemporary books. And then classics. That's something else that I am trying to really get into more, and I'm actually finding myself more drawn to lately. Miriam from Miriam Elizabeth Reed, she has just really inspired me to read more classics. I love her channel. She talks about like a lot of classics, and she actually has a video 100 classic, like reviewing ranking 100 classics, I think is what it is, which is just awesome video, like superb. I loved it so much, and yeah, I'll try to link it down below so y'all can check it out if you're interested. A lot of you have probably already read it, already watched it, but it's really good, and she's really inspired me to read more classics, and I've just found myself being drawn to them more. So it's definitely a direction that I'm trying to read more of. Number 2, places I love to read. So I said some stuff had changed on here, and this is definitely one because when I filmed this last, I was living in my camper, and now I am living in an apartment. And right now I still read, in my bed a lot, mostly at nighttime. Sometimes I read on my couch, but honestly, right now, my bed is the most comfy place, and I will stretch out on my bed and read me a good book. That's the place that I read a lot. I read a lot at nighttime. So yeah. Oh, 2 places. The couch sometimes, and the toilet. Sorry guys. I do. Take me a little break. But yeah, probably the couch and my bedroom. And one book I promise to read soon. So this one is hard because I said Love and a Little White Lie because I did a poll on my Instagram, and that was the book that was chosen, and I have actually started it, and I really enjoyed it. And I've been I've gotten like probably a fourth of the way into it, but I got distracted by so many other books over the past, it's turned into fall, and I've been reading the fall books and been distracted, and I have not finished it, picked it back up. Like, it's really good. I was really enjoying it and really interested to see what's going to happen, but yeah, I've gotten distracted with so many other books. I get distracted easily, but I have too many books to read and jump from book to book. Yeah, it's me. A bad habit that I have. So, what am I going to promise to read soon? Is it going to be Love and a Little White Lie? I don't know. Y'all. What should I read? I'm just going to go with Love and a Little White Lie because I do want to finish it up. I do want to go ahead and finish it since I have started it, and since I did say that it was one I was going to read really soon. So Love and a Little White Lie is on my list, y'all. I started it, like I said, and I've really enjoyed it, and I'm going to try to read it. Hopefully this month I will finish it, this coming up month in November. So it's on here, y'all. I've said it. I got to do it now. So yeah. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this tag, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 book tag. It was fun. Thank y'all to those who tagged me in it, and I'm not going to tag anyone because I don't know. I know a lot of people have already done it, so I'm not going to tag anyone. But if you want to do it, feel free to jump on here and join in all the fun. And yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are, if y'all have read any of the books I talked about, if you enjoy any of these authors. Thoughts, and tell me, Do you think my next book should be Love and a Little White Lie? My next contemporary romance. Should it be Love and a Little White Lie? Because I did start it and I really was enjoying it. So, or do y'all have something y'all think I should promise to read next? What y'all think? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching this, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.